Hi, welcome to the week 6. And this week, as you have probably seen today, we are going to do a lab based on the looping structure or the iteration structure. The It's reflective of a fundamental process in a program uh, to repeat a series of instructions. Uh, so that's what we are going to do today. And let's follow through the lab. So what is our lab? It is basically designing and implementing a an application based on the fitness challenge. So think about a fitness portal, and under this you have that app, and it's a teamwork. And what you do here, this application is trying to find out the average weight loss uh, after during or after a fitness program. Now these days a lot of insurance companies give incentives to people who are conscious of their health, and especially they work on losing the weight because the weight gain can lead to multiple health disorders according to the doctors. So this application actually keeps track of the average weight loss for a team. So it has multiple applications. Like, from this data the insurance companies can assign risk factors to the teams for a group insurance policies. It can be different scenario business from the business perspective. But from the application perspective, we are going to create an application like this. There is a window form. Under the window form, we will have a um, we will have these following components, namely a form. First of all, this is the first component. Then you have a file, this drop down component. um, then you have there will be several actions here. I will show you. Mainly, clearing the form, clear, and exit. There are two functionalities for this uh, particular area. And then we have a label. This is the label. Now this is a button. This is a button object, which is this is a button object where, upon clicking the button, the different people's weight loss in a team. uh, we are considering that there is a team of 8 people, so there will be 8 entries in a list box. This is a list box. And then once 8 entries are completed, or someone cancels in between, then the weight loss entries in the list button will be completed, and an average weight loss will be calculated. So here they, for example, they have shown that they entered multiple weight losses, and then they found that average weight loss is 11.4 pounds. So it measures whether the program, how does the program overall work. There is a fitness challenge program, and this is the evidence that this program was effective in um, for the team, for the group, because on an average they lost 11.4 pounds weight, which is huge. So that's all about it. So now we are going through our Visual Studio process. We will be using the Visual Studio to implement it step by step. So as usual, the first step is to open up the Visual Studio and then create a new project and go to windowsform.net, right? So let's go to windowsform.net. Where is that? Windows Forms Control Library, and then Windows Form Application.net. So next, and then let's call it uh, weight loss, or we can tell fitness app. The name of the application is fitness app. Pay attention to different boxes. I mean, there is nothing much you can do about those, but so this is my project setup, and then I'm creating the project. So here is our project. So now, first of all, after opening this form, first thing that we should do is basically change the name of the form and call it um, fitness form. The name of the form is fitness form, and then change the text of the form. I mean that the title of the form. We can call it as it says fitness challenge. Okay, so that is our form, and let's try it out, and you will find an error. Say no, don't want to work with error. So here if you click it, and you can see the error happens on line number 35. So let's of the program of this form. So what we should do, we should double click it, and we go there and see this is form 1. So this should be replaced by what? Fitness form, right? So once you do that, and if you run it, then you can see that it runs gracefully. So it's an empty form, and you can see this here. So let's go back to the design, and in the design, what we should do, the form1.vb needs to be replaced by some different name. So if we change the file name, we can do it in this way. We can rename it, and we can make it fitness.vb. So we have changed our file name as well. Now what we should do is I mean before starting the application, before starting the development process, let's do a little bit um, cleanup of the. We don't need cleanup because we will have an image anyways. So let's move towards the first steps. Like here, let's add a label called fitness challenge team weight loss. So let's add a label here and named as here fitness challenge team weight loss. So change the font as usual. So make it Arial. I mean that's my choice, your choice may be different. So that's it. And then let's make the background, let's make its background to be white. So back, we need to do the back color here. So as usual, go to web and make it white. So that is it. And then as a next step, we need to add something here, I mean in the corner, which will be reflective of the file menu. This is a new thing, so stay alert. So the object of interest is menu strip, so we will drag it and drop it there. It sorry, menu strip should be brought here. Now the specialty of this object is that wherever you bring it on the screen, on the form, it will go to the left, top left corner. So that's a good thing. Now make it call it file. How do you do that? I mean this and symbol, see we have added an and symbol here. This and symbol is reflective of, sorry, this is not the right thing. So the and symbol was reflecting of the fact that we are setting the action, some action button on if, on the uh, on the word if. So now once we do that, I mean it will be like in this way it will be like this process, like you have file, and under the file you will see a lot of menus. I mean in this case we are focused on two menus. So let's move on. Let's put some menu out here. See. So select file, and under the file let's create two menus, namely and, there's an ampersand and sign, clear. This will make this key as hotkey, the C. So if you do alter C, then it will trigger that action. So the clear will be another action here. The next drop down should be exit. The exit button will, as it says, I mean it will close the window. So let's put ampersand exit. So E will be the hotkey. So I mean on the file menu, if you press alter F, then you will see these two menus, clear and exit. At that point you can choose any one of those. Okay, so let's see, I mean how it looks like. So this is your form after this stage. So let's click alter F. You will see, sorry, here if you do alter F you will see this, and then if you click alter F, alter C, the clear button will be clicked. There is no functionality behind the clear button, so it didn't do anything. Okay, so now let's add the nominal function for the exit button. This is for the exit drop down menu. Let's add the close function to it. The window will be closed. Let's try it again. So we get this one, alter F, alter F, alter E will basically make the form disappear. It will close the window. So that's all. We don't need to do anything else. I mean we have to do the clear, but that comes later. Now underneath this fitness challenge team weight loss, we need to add more features. Underneath fitness challenge team weight loss level, we need to insert a button, enter weight loss. Let's do that. Let's find a button. So this is the button object, and let's put it here. So text should be this one. Text should be enter weight loss. Let's put enter weight loss. And then the button's name should be BTN enter weight loss. And then the font should be, let's make it Arial, and then regular 10. So make it bigger a little bit so that it is visible. Now let's make this background color to be little different, make it green. Basically it's there is no guidelines, but here it shows green, but in general, if you have any fitness application, green is a very popular color. So let's do the back color to be green. I mean, let's try it some simple one, green yellow, and its font should be different. So we did it Arial, so that should be fine. Let's make it little bigger. Yeah. So if we build it again, it should look like this. Okay. So it should be enter weight loss, not enter weight. So let's make it little bigger so it is visible. Now the next thing is the menu item, the list box. So let's go and bring the list box here. So this is the list box. Let's make it like that, and then let's make it this. The name should be weight loss list box, and then underneath that there should be a label that will be the reflective of the average weight loss. So bring a label, and it should be like this. Here, make it average weight loss is xx.x lbs pounds. So here, and then we can make it like, let's change the font first of all, and also the back color. So make it like level average weight loss, and then the font should be Arial consistently. You can make it different, but I'm choosing Arial. And what else? And the back color needs to be green here too. So here web, and then go to yellow green that we chose for the other one, green yellow. So that's it. And align it, the text align should be like this, middle center, so that looks little graceful. So that's about it. So this is our UI, and then also we need to make it invisible by construction, because whenever there is some action, then only this will be visible. And overall, the form has an image background. So let's say background image, and the image should be this one. Let's go to the folder. I will provide you with this image. So this one, and then the image align background image layout property should be named as stretch, so it will fit. So we are in good shape. I mean, we don't have anything else for the UI. So what happened? So if we do that, okay, what is happening here? Something wrong with the form. Let's go back. Let's delete this one and bring a new form here, list box, and make it here. So here make it Arial again. I mean we are doing the same, repeating the same thing. Arial 8, that should be fine. And then the name of this one should be weight loss list box. Let's now add the specific functionalities for each for the button. So for the enter weight loss, I mean we are going to add the code for it, and let's start with that process. So in order to start it, let's define the following variable. Several variables needs to be defined. I mean these are as follows, like I mean we are defining the, just a second, let me define it correctly. Okay, so I mean string weight loss, I mean this is a string, and then decimal weight loss is a decimal, and decimal average weight loss is a decimal. Then we declare the total weight loss, and we initialized it with 0. Then the input message, that is the enter, I mean we will see a box activity of the boxes. And then input heading is weight loss, and then normal message is this one. The error messages are written as here. So let's go to the detail. So as the next step, actually we need to create the variables, looping. So the following loop variables we are going to use, um, these are as follows. So let's use these ones, like cancel clicked, maximum number of entries, this is 8 by definition. And then number of entries, I mean at a time, so it starts with 1, this is the initialized value. Then we need to jump into the loop, but before that we need to do it interactively. That is when at the at the onset of each loop we will be creating an input box asking the input message. I mean that should be the enter weight loss for team member, whatever the member number. And then we do the input string, input heading, that is the weight loss. So it will move on. So basically if you try to view the functionality, it may be look like this. So you have this form, enter the weight loss, so you will see this. So here you can see clearly, just a second, so here let's do it here. Yeah, so you can see the string input heading is the weight loss as we mentioned here. Then we have enter the weight loss for team member, whatever the member number, it starts with 1 and it goes up to 8, or if you do cancel it stops there. So now it's what we need to do is that we need to jump into the loop. So the loop's condition is, I mean it is something like this. Just a second. Yeah. So do until number of int number of entries greater than uh, int maximum number of entries. So until it becomes, the number of entries becomes more than a maximum number of entries. And also the weight loss is, I mean if the cancel is clicked, then we will continue. And then let's start doing the uh, let's start doing this thing, like decimal weight loss equals convert. We are converting it to decimal. I mean, this string weight loss object, this variable is converted to decimal. And then if it is more than 0, then we do several things. If it is more than, let's complete, let's write the logical block, then we will discuss. So basically what we are trying to do here, so this is the list box. So now it should be the weight loss list box. So if the items add, I mean these are being added, so what is the problem here? So we need to end that the loop that has been deleted. So it should be loop. So what we do here is, I mean, first of all we convert it, but then if it is more than 0, then weight loss list box items, we are adding items to the list box, and then we are going to calculate the total weight loss as every in every step that this weight loss is added to it, the number of entries is also added to 1, and the string message will be the normal message. We will show the where we are going to show the message, and then otherwise, I mean, if it is weight loss is not more than 0, then it will show the negative error, the negative error. So, and then after this end if, we need to, so that is it. And then um, let's see, so we have, if that happens, then this one is if it is more than 0, but we need another loop that is here to start with, that is if the weight loss is at all numeric. So we need to verify that, right? I mean, we did the similar thing before, we are going to do it now as well. So let's write end if so that the logical block ends. But then here we should do, if it is not the case, else we should write something, some error message. We should throw some error message, and the error message should be like this. Let's make it even. So this one, this looks good, right? And then so once this is done, that is the error. And then we need to do like something, we need to try to display, we need some arrangement to display the messages, and this can be accomplished by this. I mean, if the number of entries is less than equals maximum number of entries, then the weight loss equals, I mean, input box, I mean, all these messages are going to be displayed. So at the end of this step, let's see how the app looks like. So we need to close the previous one, so that will create the new one here. So let's enter the weight loss. Let's say, make it simple, 1 2 1, let's say low weight loss, 2 4 entries are gone, fifth entry, sixth entry, seventh entry, and eighth entry. So at the end of this, you can see all those entries are populated here, okay, in under the list box. That's what it is accomplishing. But then it may be we can make it little different, like let's close it. We didn't put all the functions yet, so let's close it. And now let's go back and then add it there. Let's say 3 and then let's put some number www. I mean that's a character, so it will show some error. Enter a number for the weight loss of team number 2. It should be this error message should be different. Error message should be I mean, yeah, that is right. And then let's put some negative number, -111. So enter a positive number, so everything works. Okay, so that's good. And then we will do, so we are almost we are done with the loop, for loop. I mean the do until loop, the iterations. Then we need to do the following thing, like if the number of entries is more than one, we have to calculate the averages, right? So we can do it in this way, and at the end of loop we can just add those things. Level, so we are talking about this level. What's the name of this level? We can make it level result. This is the result average of the weight loss. So we can go there and here level result visible, make it visible, and then level result text should be this one. And the at the end of this the weight loss value, if it is entered, then we should write everything good well, then we should disable that button. So what is that button? This is so this should be start with button. Let's use the IntelliSense. So this one, this should be false. So that should be it. I mean that's the procedure. That's the procedure for button click. And one thing we have to do is that we need to switch on that option strict on. So let's put it there. That is it. So now let's open it and try to run this one here. So enter weight loss. We can do 1 sorry 11, that's 2, that's 4, that's 6, 7, 3, 4. So now you see the average is calculated correctly. So I mean if you average this, you will get this one. So this function is working properly. Now what we need to do is basically we have to put some functionality behind the clear. So how do you do that? uh, so it's pretty simple. Go to the go to here and go to so where is our clear button, by the way? Not here, here. So under the clear button we double click it and the clear button code opens up. We can simply add these 3 lines there. So weight loss list box, this item should be cleared, the result variable should be false, it should not be visible at all, and enter weight loss should be disabled. Is it true? I mean, enter weight loss should be enabled, not the disabled. It should be enabled. So if we do that, let's see how it works. Oops, we already have something opened. So let's reopen this one. So you have it. Now enter weight loss. Let's say, I mean, very simple. One. We are putting ones here. The weight loss is one, and then here, if you clear it, you can see that everything is cleared and enter weight loss button is again enabled. So was it disabled in the first place? Let's see. uh, one one one. So this is disabled, we cannot enter anymore. So that's about it. And exit is exit. So we are almost done with this, except for one thing, that here under the form we can go to the accept button. This is our accept button. So if we select the accept button to be this button, then when you enter, you press the enter key, that button will be entered. Let's see how it works again. So let's run it again. So now enter, click the enter button, so you can see that form is starting to work. So we are done with that. So that's about it. I mean, now if you want to publish this code, there are ways to do it. First of all, you need to go to the build. Under the build, you can go to publish fitness app. This is the fitness app, right? I mean, this is what we are doing. So build publish fitness app. Under this link you can do the publish folder, and then, I mean, this is the location to publish this application. You may publish the application on an FTP server or a file path. So let's go there, and then let's say we are doing it from a CD-ROM or DVD-ROM. So do the next, and it will not check for the updates. Let's do it, let's make it simple. So next, it will be published now. So we have published the application. Let's see what is happening. Oh, it's open. So we are we have published the application and it is here. So you can see that you have the setup. um, Under the setup you can install the application. So once you install, you can see the application, it works. I mean, that's pretty much publishing the application. That's a vital step that we started. Okay, so that's about it. So we have completed implementing a an iterative loop, or for or that iteration. So we have completed a do until loop in this code, and we that way we have calculated, we have established, we have implemented the application for the fitness challenge team weight losses, this application. And that's about it. Okay, so if you have any question, feel free to uh, send me a message, we can talk further. And that's about it. And let's move on to the subsequent items for this week. Okay, thank you.